Hey, aloha folks, and welcome to the Klipper Golf Course. Today I have the pleasure of being here with Colby Gunderson. Gundy. What's up, Gundy?
What's up? Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
No, we know each other.
Yeah.
But welcome to the channel. Anyway, so we're here to talk story today. You know, we want to find out a little bit more about you. I know you're kind of making a name for yourself a little bit, right? You know, humbly doing it. Coming up in the golf world, playing some good golf. And I see you have an Instagram page now. And you know, getting some followers out there, getting some video out there. It's kind of cool stuff. So, and I know you're repping. What is this?
Oahu Golf Apparel.
Oahu Golf Apparel, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a big deal. So I figure we'll just kind of talk story through this and tell your story a little bit. Help the people. You know, you guys want to get to know him a little bit. This is an interesting man. He's a good man. We're gonna tell the story. Okay. So, Gundy. So what? When did you start golfing?
Pretty much. My parents bought me like a set of like the plastic clubs.
Really?
Yeah.
Common theme.
Yeah. No, I have pictures of myself golfing or like swinging with them when I was young.
Wow.
And yeah. No, it's insane. Yeah. It's so I guess whenever I could swing a club, I was like golfing. My dad would take me to the course. I would be like playing on the tee box while he's actually golfing. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Nice.
So your dad is a golfer.
Yes.
And your mom golfer?
She golfed before, but she just didn't keep up with it because it's expensive and stuff. But she used to golf, but nothing crazy. Because she worked at Midpack.
Oh.
Yeah, for like 21 years, 22 years.
In the pro shop?
Snack pro shop at one point, snack shop.
Food and beverage.
Yeah,
food and beverage. Okay. Yeah. So okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you were what? How old were you when they got the plastic clubs?
Like 1, 2.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 or 3.
Oh, so you had a golf club in your hand from before you can remember?
Yeah, before I could remember. Yeah. I used to live in a house that I don't even remember, and there's pictures of me in that house.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal.
It's been a long time.
So what kind of golfer is your dad?
What do you mean by that?
Like what's his handicap and stuff?
What
was his low? I'm probably
the lowest I think he's ever been is like a 6 or 7.
Oh, good golfer then.
Yeah, he's pretty. Yeah, he broke par. So
yeah
he's good.
Wow, talented man. I mean, because he's a pro bodyboarder as well.
Yes, he's a really, really good bodyboarder. He's won a good amount of competitions and stuff, and he's pretty well known in the bodyboarding.
What is your dad's name?
Colby Gunderson.
Colby Gunderson.
Yes.
And he's well known in the bodyboarding circle.
Yeah, he's pretty well known.
Wow,
So,
like nationally, internationally, he's well known.
In Hawaii, I don't know about nationally, but he's gone to Australia.
Wow.
I'm pretty sure for Australia and stuff.
Wow.
In the bodyboarding competition.
Been in some of the magazines and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's been on a few front covers.
Unreal.
Yeah, he's pretty well known.
That is cool. Okay, so you know it's kind of common for the water guys to like golf as well, right?
Yeah. Well, his biggest inspiration was Tiger Woods.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's why I got that Tiger hood or Tiger thing. So he got that for me for
He bought
one
it
of my
for you.
birthdays. Yeah.
And so it's got sentimental value and a little bit of your dad's hero as well, right? Or something like that, right?
He was the inspiration to my dad, and my dad is my inspiration.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot behind that cover there.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's a good reminder.
Cool. No, it is good. It is good. You know,
Yeah.
every time you take it off your driver, you know. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, all right. So he got you the plastic set, and you were small, and so he just kind of probably just farted around with that around the house and stuff. But then, at what point did you start actually playing and hitting balls for real and stuff?
Ooh. I would say it was probably when he put me in Casey Nakama's
Okay.
golf. So I don't even know how old I was. I was in like 4th grade probably.
Okay.
4th grade, I would say I started. So I don't know how old you are in 4th grade.
Yeah.
But I would say I started around 4th grade. It's probably like 8 or 9.
Okay, so around 4th grade. Okay, and so he put you in the Casey Nakama's program. I think that's a great program. I think the beautiful thing about that program is they have really accomplished golfers that know their stuff, but at the same time, it's structured in a fun environment, right?
Yes.
So there's not a lot of intense pressure. There is. I mean, there's a competition within it, but it's not like everyone can do it. right?
So he would have the tests, and like for the first test, it was like 9 holes, chip on the green and 2 putt. It's like it's just basic.
Mhm.
And then after that, you go like 50 yards, and then chip on, and then 2 putt, and then you go back a little more and back, and you went from closer
Mhm.
to further. You know, or
Yeah.
So that was his whole intention. And then he had tournaments for those that wanted to take it extra serious, a little more serious,
Yeah.
right? So you play tournaments within his own program with the same people that go to these lessons or these things on every Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. And those tournaments are good too because you knew the same people, but you're just competing against them, but playing 18 holes.
Yeah.
So it was good. It was really good.
No, and that's neat. And you know, I even know this. I know this gal. She's a up and coming junior golfer. She's what? I think she's a sophomore, junior in high school. I think it's junior. But anyway, yeah, she's junior. Anyway, she came up through that program, Casey's program, and she's never been like serious about golf, right?
Uh-huh.
She does it on a hobby level. So the program was able to meet her at her level of need, right?
Mm-hmm.
If
Yeah.
it was just totally intense, she wouldn't do it, right? But she stuck with that program and because she has a little bit of ability and a little bit of interest, that program took her all the way to where she got good enough to play high school golf, right?
Yeah.
So isn't that neat?
Yeah, no, that there's a lot of different ways that Casey has helped out people.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
So it's a great
Sure.
program. And then it develops people like you as well, right?
Yeah.
Even Mariel, I think, went through that too.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but
No. Yeah, I think she did.
she's developed a lot of players like
Yeah.
Sean Liu. He's like a pro. He's won Mid-Pac Open. Evan, Kawhi.
Yeah.
I had a bunch of teammates that went to Casey's.
Yeah.
It's insane. There's a lot of talent. I would say it was just them. They'd help out a lot.
That's awesome.
They help out with the rules, with how to play, course management, mental toughness, all a bunch of stuff.
Get you there if you want to be, right?
Yeah, and they're winners.
Yeah,
that's the
right.
thing.
They're all winners.
And they got Tyler Ota that helps out now, and he's really, really good. He's I think he's won like a bunch of tournaments down here.
Yeah.
And he helps out, and yeah, they have a bunch of people,
Yeah.
and they're all good. They're all really good.
There's this one guy that I know of. He's a voice coach, right? And his name is Ken Tamplin. And I think he says the proof is in the singing. So it's like you got all these guys on YouTube, right? Tell you how to play guitar, how to sing, and whatnot. But his claim is that if you can't sing yourself, what are you doing teaching it, right?
Yeah.
So he always demonstrates what he's trying to show. And so it's kind of like Casey's program, right? All of him and his instructors, they're all known winners, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're teaching kids, right? So it's kind of the same concept, right? So anyway, did you take to it quickly though? When you got in the program, did you get good right away?
I was all right. They always said I had like talent in it, but I don't know if that was just them being nice or what. But they said they wanted me to actually like quit soccer. I remember he talked to me one-on-one. Him and Lance both separate occasions, numerous times. They're telling me to just give up soccer and just pursue golf. To just focus hard on golf. And I didn't listen to them because I was young and soccer was fun with the team.
Right.
But,
and you were,
yeah.
wait a second though, you were pretty good at soccer too, right?
Yeah, I was pretty good. I was good. I mean, I would score goals. I wouldn't sit on the bench or anything.
Right.
Yeah.
And so were you playing club soccer?
Yeah, I played for I played Haisa for Monowia for a bit, and then I played at for Rush.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
And then
Rush. Anyone that knows soccer knows Rush.
Yeah.
Right?
Rush,
So-
they got like 4 or 5 different teams.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, my kid plays for Rush or played for Rush, so I understand the level of the caliber of players. out
Yeah,
there.
and then like you get borrowed from other teams.
Right.
So I'd get borrowed a few times, and like some weekends I'd just spend like 2 days in a row over there playing like 3 games.
Right, so you're good. I mean, if
I was
that's the level
all
you're
right.
at, no, you're good. I mean, if people are taking you as a guest player, they're not asking the junk players to be their guest player,
Yeah.
right? So yeah, you're a good player. So that's probably why you didn't want to give up the soccer, right? I mean, you were not only enjoying it, but you were good at it. Right?
Yeah, it was fun. It was
Right.
a lot of fun.
But at the same time, I'm sure they weren't just like saying, oh, just give up soccer and concentrate on golf. I'm sure they probably knew how good you were at soccer. So for them to tell you to give it up must mean that your golf ability was pretty significant.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah. It was tough because it's just the golf part is like individual, and I'll be honest, I really do not like practicing, but I know I want to get better, and that's the only way to get better is to practice.
Right.
So golf, the only thing was like, I don't like going to the range for 2 hours hitting balls, but I know I have to, so I'll do it.
You know
what I mean?
Yeah, no, I
like chipping and putting because it's pretty fun. I can play games, but working on your swing and stuff is boring. But you have to do it.
No, I understand. I mean, some people love practicing. I love practicing. I always tell everyone I'm the hardest working, junkest golfer in the state of Hawaii. I practice almost every day. I love it, you know?
Yeah.
But then my kid, he didn't play golf, he played soccer, right? He hated practicing. He would never want to practice, but I would just tell him, you know what? You go to school, right? He goes, yeah. I said, well, you got homework, right? He goes, yeah. I go, do you not do it? He goes, no, I have to do it. I said, well, just think of practicing as your homework, you know? Just do it because you know you need to do it. Why do you do homework? So you can learn the material, and then you can take the test and you can pass the test, right? Same thing as golf, right? You do your homework, you go practice so that you can play and play good, right? I mean, so do your homework.
You gotta practice. There's no way like going. You're not just gonna pick up a club and be really good. You gotta practice. You gotta put in the hours. Gotta put in the grind. So I've been here for like 4 or 5 hours a day.
But even though you don't like practicing, I tell you the first thing that drew me to you. I don't know if you recognize that, but of all the Chaminade kids that came through here, you were the one that I was drawn to. I would go and talk to you all the time. I didn't go talk to anybody else really.
Yeah.
And the reason is, you know, for the most part, I mind my own business. I don't meddle in other people's programs, but I would see you and I'd just kind of catch you on the side when you were by yourself, right? But what really drew me to you was your work ethic. You practice harder than anybody on that team.
Yeah, no, I would practice for hours, but the problem was sometimes I'd be practicing the wrong things. You know what I mean? But that's
kind of how you learn too, right?
I was out there for hours.
Yeah, you were.
Especially before tournaments, you have to practice.
Yeah.
I remember I'd like get here early, practice for like a few hours on the range, hit 2 buckets, chip and putt for a bit, eat, and then hit another bucket, and then just like I would do like a bucket for wedges, bucket for irons or low irons, and then a bucket for like drivers and stuff. Yeah, no, it was insane. I remember that. It was it was gross. It was nasty.
That was good. It was
good.
But okay, so you started with Casey's program, and then from that you probably started to enter the junior golf tournaments, right?
I played OJGA,
HSGA.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long was it until you started to enter the competition or competitive events?
How long until?
Yeah, from the time you started Casey's
I think I
program.
started 5th or 6th grade. I remember this. I played in D flight, so it was only like 9 holes from like the Reds, and my very first win was at Makaha, and I won in the playoff actually.
Cool.
Yeah, against Steven Yu. It's kind of weird. He's my neighbor now, but yeah. So I remember beating him in a playoff, and that was exhilarating because I remember there was like maybe like 50. There's all the kids, the parents watching. They're all chipping to this hole. I wasn't good, and I remember I chipped on, and I think I 3-putted, but the other kid chipped over, and chipped on, and then he also 3-putted. But I won by 1, and that was fun. Winning that tournament, that was a lot of fun. My dad was really happy. He was proud of me. My mom was. Yeah, no, that was
flipped the switch too.
It flipped the switch because I wanted to start winning. Yeah, because I knew what it felt. I mean, it was really small. It's like winning that's really nothing. But
no, it's huge.
And then I started winning a few more events in Case Nakama when I got older in like 7th and 8th grade. I remember one year I think I won like, I can't remember, but I know it was more than 3. But that was fun.
It's all relative though, right? Because like if you think about it, today you look at that, you go small kind, right? But at the time when you were playing in the tournament, it was everything, right?
Yeah.
You didn't know what was bigger or smaller than that. That was it. That was huge. That was golf for you, right?
Yes.
And you were able to, you know, get tough, you know, man up, get it done, right?
Yeah.
And when you broke through, that's huge. And I think, you know, I've got a pal, and you know him because you're good friends with his son Charlie, right?
Shane.
My buddy Shane.
Yeah,
My buddy Shane won at all levels, you know. I remember he won in junior golf, he won high school golf, he won open amateur golf, he won professionals, you know, and like, you know, with him, he was just tough, he was a winner, he learned how to win at every level, and he just applied that same thing. And the one thing I observed is that he was just a gamer. You know, he was never off. He was always all in and on. You know what I mean? And he was grinding the whole time. And it's like he was one of those guys where he's never going to give it to you. You got to take it from him.
No,
you know?
I've heard many stories about him, and I know he's really good.
But
and
all
he's
that to
mentally
say,
so tough.
No, it's super tough.
Like I feel like he's the type of guy that would just shoot under par even though he was sick and in really bad weather, and he's not going to feel sorry for himself.
He is one guy that I've played a lot of golf with him because he's my pal, right? And I would say that he is the one guy that I've seen out of every person I've ever known, watched, or whatever that gets the most out of what he's got every day when he goes to the golf course. You know,
Yeah.
And I think that it starts right there with that first step, right? You overcome, you conquer, right, in that first step, and so you're well on your way, right? Because you're chasing it now, right?
Yeah, I want to do something with golf. I got to figure it out. I don't know what God wants me to do. What's my purpose for golf? I still pray about it and try to think about what it is.
And God is faithful. He'll show you the way.
Yeah, he will show. I trust in him.
Yeah,
so.
100%. I do too.
Yeah, I feel like I'm going in the right direction. So.
I think so.
Yeah.
And you know, so, well, let's rewind a little bit.
Sorry.
Finish. No.
Okay.
This is all good, but we'll get to here. But we skipped a few steps. So you started playing the OJGA and the HSGA. Did you win any of those events after that? After that first one at Makaha?
Yeah, I won a few in 7th or 8th grade.
Okay.
I think it was 8th grade. I think it was 8th grade. I won a good amount that year. I don't know if I won the previous year, but I know in 8th grade I definitely won a few because I was going for the Player of the Year award.
Wow.
And we went to Kauai, and I came up short. What it came down to was so when I was young, and it's a common theme now, my dad used to have me play blade irons. I used to play blades when I was a kid.
Yeah.
So that got me good because ball striking. Right. So I was just a natural ball striker. So I can hit the ball pretty straight with my irons, pretty good yardage control. But my chipping and putting was my Achilles heel. Oh. So if my putting wasn't good, then I wasn't going to win. I've had days when I was a kid where I remember making a lot of putts at HTC when I won there when I was in the 8th grade for Casey Nakamo's tournament. I was just making everything. I would see the line, I just hit it. It's like the you watch golf on TV, the Flaherty line. He came up with it. Jaren Nishimoto, he called it the Flaherty line. Just you see the line and just make the putt, and then but then that day when we went to Kauai, I was just missing all the ones that were like this close, and like I guess I was just nervous.
Yeah, it happens.
It was between me and Ren Shirishi. It was just coming down to like who would ever win that tournament would win the Player of the Year. Wow. And I came up short. He won. It's good for him. I mean, he played good.
But after that, what then the following years?
So right when I came back from Kauai, my stomach was like bothering me the next day, and I told my dad, I was like, something's wrong, and he's like, no, nothing's wrong. You just don't want to go to school because I just came back from Kauai.
Right.
And I came in second, and this is my freshman year of high school. This is why I'm pretty sure I was like in 8th grade, right? So I get my freshman year. It's like the first week or second week or something like that. My stomach is sore, and then I go to the nurse's office. My stomach is still sore, and I had appendicitis. So I had appendicitis, and I had surgery that like 2 days after I just came back from Kauai. Had my appendix removed. They said it was inflamed, like it was gonna burst at some point. They don't know when, but it was gonna burst. And my body felt really weird. Wow. I know it's like super small. Your appendix is like this small, they say, right? And I had to get surgery to get removed. My swing felt weird. Everything felt really weird. My body felt weird. My stomach was hurting.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was kind of weird. So then I took like a month or two off, and I guess my muscles were not like really good because my swing felt really weird after that. But I was playing in high school, and I remember that year, 9th grade, I actually did win one high school event.
Yeah, nice.
I didn't win any OGA or HSGA events. There was really good players there.
Right.
But I won one high school event at Hawakale.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it was. I remember that round. A lot of the players. So I won, but I was. Should I wait?
No.
I won, so I would say there's an asterisk because I remember a lot of the best players were not there that day, like Moanaloa players, but there's still like a bunch of players there, and I shot like 78 or 77, And at the time, that was the first time I ever played that course. It has like 100+ bunkers, and I was a junior in high school, and it was just, yeah, that course felt so long for me when I remember hitting like
Heck yeah,
driver
it's so
4
long,
iron.
period.
Yeah, it's still long.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I putted like I said, putting was like my Achilles heel. I putted really bad that day, but I remember hitting like almost every green.
That golf course has those kind of greens that you know, they're really good greens. They're fast and they're smooth, right? But I don't know how you feel, but for me, like if I'm putting good and the greens are really like glass and fast, I feel like I can make like 10-footers like they're 5-footers, right?
No, okay, so now.
But if you're putting bad, it's like, oh my God, they're the worst greens to put on, right?
Yeah, because you start lipping stuff out,
you
and
start
then
lipping
you have to come back here
running it too far past. Oh man.
Yeah, so I mean, I gotten a lot better at putting through the years.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of my strengths now, putting.
That's
But
cool.
yeah, no, I remember playing at Hawaii, and I probably had like 40 putts, but I hit every green. I remember hitting like at least 16.
No way.
Yeah.
That's some good ball striking, man.
Yeah, no, I could hit the driver, keep it in play, hit the green, and then
There's like so many bunkers there and water,
Yeah.
and it's windy.
I remember that day it wasn't windy. I was lucky,
Huh.
but I just remember hitting like pretty much every single green, and
That's pretty epic ball striking there.
yeah, but the putter was probably it was like a putt. I was putting with the wedge the whole time. There was no lab putters yet.
Yeah, lab putter. That's a good one, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
So okay, so that was early though, right? That was what year were you at?
I was a junior.
Junior. Okay, so
I got high school.
did you all throughout your high school time? Did you also compete in the OJGA and HSJGA?
I did for my freshman year, and I stopped because I was playing club soccer.
You're still playing soccer.
That's
so
why.
you played soccer all the way through high school?
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh no!
I think
way.
I stopped playing club soccer junior year because it got expensive. So I mean, you're paying like $1,700 for like.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, no, it's expensive.
Yeah, I know how
my dad would
that
like,
is. My son cost me an arm and a leg.
Yeah,
and then you go on trips every year.
Yeah,
Oh,
to the Surf Cup in Seattle.
Oh yeah, good fun though that one.
Yeah, it's fun, but it's real expensive.
I remember one year we went to the Surf Cup, and I told my son, I said, hey, after the Surf Cup is pal, let's stay a few extra days and we can go San Diego Zoo and what's that SeaWorld,
yeah,
and all that stuff, and we even went to find a authentic Mexican restaurant, right? Not Taco Bell.
Not Taco
Yeah.
Del Mar.
Yeah. So we had a good time, but yeah, so many good memories about that. But anyway, so you went to all of those things too.
Yeah, or I actually didn't even travel for. I was asked like many times, but it was expensive, and I told my parents, I'm like, there's no need to go.
Yeah, super expensive.
Because you
already were doing golf stuff too, right?
Yeah, golf's expensive. I was getting lessons with Coach Lance.
Right.
So I knew I'm an only child, but I was always like pretty. I mean, I play the same irons I had 4 years ago. I don't want to rely on them to
that's
pay for
awesome.
stuff because my parents are really hard workers.
That's awesome.
And I know that because my mom used to work like 2-3 jobs. My dad would work all the time, and they cared for me. It's hard to live in Hawaii.
Well, good for you that you can notice that and appreciate it, because a lot of kids don't, right? They're only thinking about what they're doing.
Yeah, high school is expensive, and I still remember like being like anxious about even wanting to because it's expensive, and I
You just had a hard time giving it up because you loved it, huh?
Yeah, but I gave it up, and I was like, I had to look down the road. I'm like, what am I actually gonna do with soccer?
Right.
Because soccer, being a pro or doing anything with it's like, you're leading to a dead end. Right. I wasn't gonna play in college. I wasn't that good or that committed to soccer. Right. So I was like, so that's when I started focusing on golf more. It was my junior year. Yeah. So.
Okay, so then you started focusing more on golf, and did as a result, did your game improve?
Yes, my junior year was my best year of golf. I think. So the scoring average for high school, how it worked is that you'd take your best 4 scores.
Okay.
And I remember my scoring average was like 75.
Okay.
Something, and at the time that was really good for me.
That's good. No, that is good.
It's like 3 over.
Okay, and then what about senior year?
Senior year, it was a little higher, but I was still playing good. I remember I made like second team first team.
Why do you think senior year got higher? Were you like in
Swing
a slump or something?
changes.
Swing changes, okay.
I think I had a girlfriend at the time too.
Okay, girlfriend.
Yeah.
No, there you go. That's
see,
it. Yeah.
That takes some time.
No, but that's all part of life.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Okay. So when you graduated from high school, your scoring average probably jumped up then. It was higher.
From when I graduated from high school.
Yeah. So because you said the junior year it was 75.
Yeah.
But you said you didn't do as well senior year, so that scoring average must have been a little bit higher.
Yeah, I was like 76 or something.
Okay.
A little
so not
higher.
too bad.
Yeah.
But then and you were not playing OJGA or HSJGA.
No.
So high school was it then.
Yeah.
And then so just keeping it real, right? When you graduate like that, usually playing college golf is not in the equation, right?
Yeah.
So how did it happen that you ended up playing for Chaminade?
So I wanted to go to Chaminade for I was actually looking at different schools for golf because I wanted to play college golf. And I knew I had it in me because I had a good swing. It was just a short game and stuff like that. I was always working on it. Because tournament play is way different than practice. Because in practice I could shoot under par.
Oh.
But in tournament I didn't find the clip.
Yeah, you didn't have the inner game stuff.
I wasn't mentally tough.
Yeah. Sure.
I get weak at shrink.
Sure, I understand.
Everyone.
I know that well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's tough.
I wish I didn't know what you're talking about, but I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then I wanted to play in college, and I do remember this. Renee, we had a tournament here at Klipper. So I remember
high school tournament?
Yeah. And Renee was actually scouting me that day.
Really?
Yes. And it just so happened that I was playing soccer still, right? That weekend I got injured. So like my like legs were like really shot, and like I think I like cramped up really bad. And I was like, shoot, I really do not want to embarrass myself, but I have to play because she's gonna scout me.
Yeah.
And I played horrible that day. Yeah, I played really bad, and I was surprised that Renee still took me because I mean I had other scores that year that were pretty good.
Yeah.
So I was like telling her I don't want to make an excuse, but I couldn't rise to the occasion because
Right.
you had to walk too. I mean, yeah, because I remember my junior year when I was playing my best, I played well here. I remember I had like 6 or 7 birdies.
Wow.
Yeah, but I was still over par. I remember making a triple on this very hole actually. I hit my second shot too far, and I was stuck behind the tree, and I hit the tree, and yeah. So
we're gonna take the challenge today, so no triples now.
Yeah. Well, I'm a better yardage control player, and I remember hitting the fairway every time on this hole though. I never
Really?
hit it out. Yeah.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah, but yeah, no.
That second shot's not easy though.
It's
kind of weird.
It's weird because it looks uphill.
The angle of the fairway is kind of going down and away from you.
But then
then you're going up.
But then the wind's helping.
Yeah, it's weird.
And then like if you're in the right rough, which is hard to avoid, you get a flyer lie. And sometimes it doesn't fly. So yeah, I do remember making a triple on this hole, but I had like 6 or 7 birdies that day.
Yeah, nice.
So yeah.
Okay, so Renee, she scouted you, and she saw enough throughout the whole year to determine that she wanted you to play on her team.
Yeah, so she gave me a really small scholarship the first year.
Yeah.
Within the first year, I would always practice and grind, and I had some good scores in college for the first semester, so she gave me a bump.
Nice.
So then after that, after my first year, I remember in the last tournament and in Arizona, I shot pretty well up there, and she gave me like a noticeably bigger bump.
Oh, cool.
So then like you're kind of like a free agent, right? You're like,
Right.
paying for your money.
Right.
And then I think it was my junior year to senior year, she basically gave me like a max contract.
Nice.
She gave me like the biggest scholarship a golfer could get. It was a good amount. And then my 5th year, she even gave me more. So she helped me out with
Awesome. Well, you earned it.
that. Yeah, I practiced a lot.
I watched you. You know, I saw you practicing so hard, and you were the person of the whole team. You were the one that turned up to the golf course the most, and you were the one that worked the hardest and the longest while you were here.
Yeah.
You know, and you always had a good attitude. You know, you're very humble, very respectful. Yeah. So you earned a lot of respect from me when you were here. I mean, honestly. Yeah.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Kevin.
Yeah, man. But no, that's just the truth. But so when you were in college, did you win any of those events?
No, it was.
Did you get close?
For first round, there was one day where I was kind of in the hunt. I remember I was at Waikoloa Kings. It's a different course now. But after the first day, at like your 13 holes, I think I was like 5 or 6 under.
Wow.
Like I was playing in my I was playing within like my lines. Like I knew I was like playing good. But I wasn't even like getting nervous or anything. But what didn't help was my teammates, because they're in the groups in front of you and behind you, and they were just like, "You better play. You better finish well. Like you better shoot under par today. You better break set." I'm like, I got more pressure from my teammates than anything else, because they were telling me, I was like, "Can you just like relax a little?" Like
they thought they were helping, but
yeah, they weren't definitely not helping. I remember that. I remember one of them pulled up with their cart, came up to me, and was like, "Kundi, you better shoot under par today." I'm like, I'm trying. What, you think I don't want to? And I didn't rise to the occasion. I'll be honest, I think I shot even that day. And I was mad. I was like, I remember I went OB twice, and on both those OB holes in a row, I made bogey. So I had I had OB birdies. I had 2 OB birdies that day. I was like, I don't know. It was, and then I just remember putting became my crutch, and I 3-putted a couple of times, and then next thing you know, when I shot even par, I was like, yeah, that sucks.
So do you know like around what your stroke average was through college?
Not very good. I think my last year was my best, and I was like 75.
Yeah.
70.
But it's harder than high school, right? Because the courses you play are more difficult. The competition is stiffer.
Well, see, like their scoring average for high school is different because you take your 4 best, right? But in college, I'm talking about every single score.
Yeah. Okay,
and we play like the weather conditions every year is tough. Like playing in the cold is different.
Yeah.
Waking up really early, playing in the cold is really tough. Cold and wind. Like there's this course called Poppy Ridge. I know none of my teammates liked it, but we'd always play there every year. It was always like 40, 50 degrees in the morning. Like the car, we'd have to get like our clubs and like whack the ice off the thing or use your credit card, right? Off the windshield. It was miserable, but you had to just like embrace it. There's nothing you could do. You kind of ran away. You have to rise to the occasion. So I remember my last year, I played pretty well there. I remember, I think I shot, I want to say I shot like 1 over, 1 day over there, and I was really happy. Nice. 1 or 2, I was really happy. I was like, yeah, I don't like this course. I'm happy with this score, because the scores there weren't very low. It was always pretty high there. It's a tough track.
So by the time you're a senior, you're the #1 player on the team.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Awesome. That's great.
My 5th year.
Because I know when you first started off, that was not the case, right?
No, it was always Jaren or RJ, and then or Patrick. Patrick was pretty good. Yeah. And then my sophomore year, it was always Jaren, and then Dez came to the team my junior year. Yeah. But I remember my junior year was my first time where I broke par. There's 2020 or 2019, 2020 year. That was COVID year. I had 2 rounds under par that year, and I was stoked. And then COVID happened, so I didn't get to like finish. I think that would have been one of my best scoring years.
Yeah, COVID was a challenge.
Yeah, I remember I shot like 2 under or something at Lelehua, and I thought maybe I was gonna win because it was just a match against HPU, and I think this other school was there too. And I thought I was gonna win, and my cousin actually won, and he shot like 6 under. Wow! I was like, or 5 or 6 under. I was like, good for you. I was happy for him, but it kind of sucked that I didn't win. Kaylee, he's a good player. I played OJGA with him and everything. He's a good player. He's a grinder too. We're all grinders.
Nice. So college ends, right? You get your degree, wrap up your career, right? And then, of course, now you're at a crossroads, right? What are you going to do now, right?
Yeah. So
but you've been out for what? How many years now?
2
years.
2025. I graduated 2022. 3 years.
3 years. Okay.
2.5.
But you've been playing a lot of golf in the amateur circuit, the local amateur circuit here, right? Yes. And you've been getting quite good.
Yeah, I've been playing better. My scoring average this year was actually 72 for every tournament. 72.9.
Yeah, see, so
I was happy with that because I had a few rounds that weren't good, but I also shot my lowest tournament round. Nice. So it was 66, and there's actually a few times where I was chasing the course record out here. Really? Yeah, awesome. Yeah, a couple times now. Don't break the course record out here. 8 under? Don't ever break the course record out here, because there's a guy that will not get off your tail if you do. He's gonna hunt you down. He's gonna kill me. I'm not allowed back on here. I've been trying to, but yeah, no, I'm kidding. He'll probably be happy for you. Maybe. No. I know Spencer Shishido. It was impressive. He tied the record. Yeah. During the Klipper round. I remember that. And he had no idea, and I didn't know if I should tell him or not. I was a little bit of envy, but I wanted him to break it because he was playing so good that day.
Yeah.
And Spencer's a really good guy. He
is a really good guy.
Yeah, I remember he drove 15. He drove the green.
Wow.
I know, he drove that green and he drove hole 9. I was like, bro. And he had a putt on 9 from about 12 feet to break the record for eagle.
That's it. We're stretching the tees on 15 and 9 from now on, and we're gonna blame Spencer. We're saying we stretch this out.
15 was tipped out, and he
was it?
Yeah, and he almost. So there's nothing he can do there.
He can't do anything.
No, yeah, I was.
No, that's awesome. That's great.
No, he was playing great golf. But.
Wow. Yeah. So okay. So right now I know you recently won a tournament, right? It was a team event, right?
Yeah, at the Francis Brown, a little over a year, or a little under a year.
Because I remember seeing that on Instagram. I was looking on Instagram and I saw that. I was like, oh my God, Gundy won.
Yeah, so it was me and my friend DJ.
Nice. Yeah.
We played at All It's like it was a match play event, and I guess we just rose to the occasion that day and we won. I mean, we're a team. It was a team thing, but there's a lot of putts made. It all comes down to putting, I think. Right. Chipping and putting, short game. But it really came down to that, and I was happy that we won. The last day, we played really good. It was a 36-hole match, but it's match play, so it could end early. And we finished. Right. We played well that day, and the other players just didn't play that good, and we were happy to win. But I remember the semifinals was really tough. Yeah. Because I was against Josh Hayashida and Jordan Sato.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, that got a little nervous at the end because I remember we were 3 up with 3 to play, and I think I hit my putt on my line, or I pulled it a little, and I missed it, and they made a putt, and we were 2 up with 2 to play, and I hit it. It looked like it was safe. It's all the way though, right? You can get bad bounces, and then DJ hits, and he's like way out, and we couldn't find my ball. It just disappeared. No. So then I actually had a putt to make, and it lipped out, and they won that hole. And then on the last hole, we ended up pushing, so we won 1-0. Wow. But that was definitely the toughest match because we made a lot of putts that day. I remember hole 11, I think I birdied that like almost every day at All. It's a pretty tough par 3, and yeah, no, there's a lot of emotions because we played 18 in the morning. That's 18 again. It was, that's
a lot of golf. Yeah,
it's a lot of golf, but
and you're tired too.
Something I'm not used to.
Mentally, physically exhausted, right? I mean, emotionally
more
exhausted,
mental than physical.
Everything,
yeah. Because I can play 30. I played 54 holes in a day, or like close to it. So
wow. Yeah,
I can play.
Yeah.
So it's the mental part, right?
And I know you were high up in the ranking because for player of the player of the year ranking that you guys have, you're pretty high up there because I remember for our tournament, I kind of look at that to kind of figure out how to do the pairings, for the first round.
Yeah.
And so I was like, hey, right? So what did you end up 2024? Where did you end up?
I think I only ended up 13th.
That's okay. That's
good. It was better than any other year that I've done it.
And so what gets you, and I know you wanted to get into Sony qualifying, right? Did you get into that?
No, I actually missed it.
How many get in?
12.
12. Oh, man.
So the problem was I didn't play every tournament because it's expensive to travel. Yeah. And I fund myself for it. I don't ask my friends for help. Okay. They're willing to help, but I don't want to ask them.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's just expensive, and I think if I played in one more and I placed in the top 10, I think I would have got in. Mm-hmm. But that's me saying I think.
Right.
No. I just didn't. So.
Yeah. But it's a new year.
Yeah, I'll play more tournaments this year, hopefully.
Yeah. Well, you got one coming up, right?
Yeah, in April.
Yeah.
It's a while from now, but
4 balls don't count.
4 balls don't count. But, I mean, it's fun. I'd want to win.
Okay.
I always want to. Okay. Yeah.
All right. Well, nice. So you're still chasing down your first individual win, right?
State, yeah, for the state.
For the state, yeah. Okay.
This year.
What was your highest finish?
3rd over actually in Klipper. So I was happy for that because previous tournaments in Kauai, the Army, even the state am this year, I was in contention a lot, but I just couldn't finish. Like I have all the talent. I guess it was mental because I know at Klipper I just felt like I could win. At those ones, I was like trying to like I don't know if I could win, but at Klipper I felt like I could win. I know Josh was like a bunch of strokes ahead of me, but I still felt like I could like come in second. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The other tournaments, I just got nervous. I just made stupid decisions. I try to bully the course, but you got to play to the course and everything.
Well,
So I learned a lot.
I was here, right? Because that's our tournament, and what I observed in you was, I saw that you're calm.
Yeah.
You're very calm and poised. You know, you didn't seem like someone that was like, ooh, little frazzled because you're in contention. You didn't have that nervousness. No. You didn't have any nervous energy. You're very calm.
Yeah, you get used to it because I remember at the stadium, I was really excited to play.
Right.
And then I think I shot 3 under and then like 1 under, 2 under the next day. I shot 3 under, 2 under, and the next day I shot like 81. And I was pissed. And then on the last day, I think I shot even or something. So it was like the third day was just straight mental. I just haven't been there before, right?
Yeah.
It's like.
So now you have.
Yeah, so I keep on knocking on the door.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm getting better. I know I'm getting better because the strokes are going down.
Yeah.
I'm more in contention. I'm more in like the final group or second to final group and stuff. So I just got to keep working.
And then Charlie shares a little bit, you know, about you guys go out and play, tells me how good you play. So I know how good you're playing. Right?
Yeah. No, so I've been shooting pretty well.
Yeah.
Just got to keep at it, keep playing. So I play my dad's clubs on Monday. It helps because they play for money. And I'll play and I'll give them strokes and stuff. So yeah, it's like competitive reps.
Right.
You need to play for, I know gambling's illegal, but you got to play for money. You got to play against good players or better players than you.
All the best players, all the greatest players said that.
So I play like DJ or I play like Tyler, plays them, Peter, all those people that are really good. So yeah, just got to play for money.
So, okay. So wrapping up here, what's the goal? What's the future hold for you?
Well, I have a social media page. Hopefully that does well.
Yeah? Tell us what's your handle.
It's Gundy Golfs.
Okay.
GUNDYGOLFS.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah, it's on Instagram. I'm making a TikTok. Maybe in the future, if it gets big enough, I'll make YouTube, but it's expensive. So I gotta do with what I can, right?
Right.
But yeah, hopefully that blows up and I want us to win a state tournament.
Right.
Or try to make it for the Sony Open.
Nice.
And yeah, so.
What about pursuing a career as a playing professional?
See, it would be fun, but I don't know if I have the money for that. I would need someone to like fund me to do that. I don't have the money for that, so I gotta play with what I got.
Right.
I was thinking of maybe even flying up for a pro event to see, like an Astro Tour event to see if I like it or not. Because some people, they just love amateur events. They love amateur events. They don't really like pro events. You know what I mean? So there's a big difference, and I don't know if I'll like pro events.
Well, little bit of advice from someone that doesn't know a whole lot of stuff, but I've been working around golf for the last 40 somewhat years, right? So I've observed a lot, right? I've never been blessed enough to have that opportunity myself, but I've had friends and acquaintances that I've known that have tried these things, right? And what I do know, what I've found out is, if you have a plan B, you surely won't succeed. Yeah. All the people who have made it didn't have a plan B, or at least not when they confessed. So I know you have a dream because you told me. Remember that day on the driving range? I was talking to you. You said, yeah, my goal is I want to win on the PGA Tour. Yeah, that would be insane. But... Right. But you know what? You're only gonna live once. Yeah. And if that's your dream and that's your goal, no plan B, Gundy. Yeah. Yeah, no, you're right. Maybe I should like pursue it more. Absolutely. Yeah. But pray on it. I gotta pray on it. All right. Hey, thanks for joining us, man. Yeah, thanks for being on our channel. Oh, before we go, this beautiful shirt. You're repping Oahu Golf, and so how can people check out this kind of go to OahuGolfApparel.com. You can buy a bunch of shirts on there. They're really comfy. They fit well. They're stylish. There's a bunch of different shirts, and they drop different clothing every single month or so. They have hats, shirts, they have shorts, pants, they have everything. There's for women, for guys. Yeah. And they're super popular because I saw on Instagram that the PGA Tour caddies were wearing it, right? Ben On's caddy was wearing it, and John Hahn. How did that happen? They just know Tim and some of the owners, and they reached out and they're willing to wear it and stuff, and they like the clothing, they like the design, they like the owners. The owners they're really good people. Jamie, Tim, I didn't meet the third one, I forget his name, but
Jamie and Tim, they're awesome people.
Yeah, I
they
knew
really,
Tim a long time ago, but he probably doesn't remember me by now because he's rich and famous now.
He's not- no, he
But
probably
I knew him
remembers
back
you.
in the day. Yeah, when he was up and coming. But yeah, so do you guys sell only direct sales, or do you sell in the shops too?
We sell at Roger Dunn. We sell at Roger Dunn, but I'm not sure of anywhere else, but I know online for sure.
Hey, go tell Tim. Tell him, hey, give Kevin a call. See if maybe you can sell it at the Klipper.
Yeah,
We'll be his green grass exclusive.
Oh, that'd be sick. Yeah, no.
Yeah, tell Tim, give me a call.
Yeah, no, Tim, they're awesome people. They love helping kids. They'll give out to kids and stuff. Give them like free shirts and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah, no, they're really good people.
Right on.
I wouldn't be with them if I didn't think they're good people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't.
No, that's most important.
Yeah, no, for sure. It's like not just the brand; it's the people behind it, right? Yeah. So
Right
they're
on.
great people. Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks for joining us.
No,
Thanks
thank you
being
for
out
having
here.
me.
Folks, remember, Gundy Golf. What is it?
Gundy Golfs.
Gundy Golfs.
Yes.
Nice.
Follow it, please.
Yes, follow it. Aloha, and we'll see you at the Klipper.
Thank you.